Hello and welcome to episode 18 of our Timberborn Update 5 Waterbeavers playthrough here in cycle 18, day 16, toward the start of a 6-day drought here, where last time, and it's been a while since we've been with the Waterbeavers, but last time we did this little lake up here to grow some rice, and we also planted some green peas up here, and set in motion a lot of improvements to make sure that our food and water supply is stabilized across droughts and bad tides. Since it was getting very annoying replanting all of this stuff every single time there was a bad tide, as well as all this rice down here. So today, of course, we're going to continue down that road, and we're going to try to reorganize our industrial area up here after finding out in the last episode, or one of the recent episodes. It's been a while since I've loaded this up because we had all that Update 6 fun stuff happen to us. But we discovered that the mechanized kitchen house is not going to tolerate being sat right here. So since it's a drought, we're going to go ahead right now and just remove all of this right here. And we're going to completely redo it. We're going to completely redo how all this stuff is set up. We have our mechanized kitchen houses with the little smokestacks on the back. And those can go in a spot right about here. If I were to stack two of them on top of each other, the chimneys just kind of morph into each other. And we're going to need to hook these things up correctly. And we have our universal power shaft we could unlock if we felt so inclined, but is 500 science. And there's another thing that costs more science than that you guys have been practically begging me to unlock. So I think we're going to save our science for the ladders, probably. But when you out those, we're probably not going to be building too many of them because they take 4 metal apiece. Obviously intended for us to, not abuse those. But it is going to be nice to have those when we get there. But before we do that, we have to have all of these power shafts hooked up. So we have an option here. I'm going to hit pause so they don't accidentally start building this. We can either have 2 of these on top of each other, or we can make a normal cooking house, which is just a tiny bit smaller and doesn't require power input. So I think that's going to be better long run to have those stacked like so. And then, of course, once we have the universal power shaft, we can hook this stuff up. But it's just one of those things. There's so many different moving parts to all of this stuff that it is just going to be a big challenge to get everything put in the way that it is supposed to be going. And of course, we're going to have to put a platform here, and then I will, for the benefit of everything we've got going on here, just go ahead and put another T intersection, cross intersection. It's not a T. The T is the 3-way. I'm going to put this in here because, of course, once we put the correct menu option in, once we put the mechanized kitchen house in, it will have to connect right there. It's not going to care that this is here, and I'm just going to leave it here in case we ever have to, redo it later. But on the bottom of this, we are going to need to put that pass-through lodge in again. Doesn't really matter which way it goes, I don't think. I'm just going to put this in here, which means on the top we can pop that guy right there. And that's going to work splendidly well. And then we have to put our factory back in, which is going to be under the metal right here. Primitive Ironworks, Primitive Smelter, Factory right here. And take a look at how that hooks up. It is very hard to see with this giant thing in the middle of the screen. But that's on the very end. So, for us to pop this guy in here, we are going to have to remove these platforms and stuff, because that has a ground level entrance. And if we want to put our... I actually don't think I needed to remove... I don't think I needed to remove the screw press. Well, I did it anyway, for better or for worse. I guess I can just leave this guy right where he was. So that works. Well, okay. No, that's exactly where he was. Okay, that was pretty stupid of me to get rid of him. But, what else is new? Right. So, this can get removed. It's going to be a little bit of an annoyance there, but we can actually leave the stairs exactly as they are. And then just extend our platforms this way. And hook that up like so. You know the drill. Factory right here. and then come along to the back side. And this is where it gets interesting, because we have to connect both here and down here. So what we're going to need to do is actually have this come around from the back side into this. And remember, this is update 5. We don't have update 6 for the water beavers yet. That's going to be a... well, let's just say it's going to be really hard. It's going to be quite the task to get that whole thing updated because of the way things changed. But the only way we have right now to change height is this high power shaft, which, you know what? Actually, I don't need to have that backed off. I can just go right here and put our platform there, come in here with the T, and then, yeah, actually, I can't believe I forgot that I could just do this. Super simple. Super simple. And that's going to be nice and buildable. Our only problem is going to be remembering to put these glorious storages in to store the stuff that needs to go in here, like our medium cauldrons, I'm sorry. And that's going to leave us, after all that, with this little 2x2 space that we can either choose to use as a regular house, lodge, whatever strikes your fancy, or if we are really feeling some specialty here, put another screw press in. And what that's going to do is that's going to have a hookup right here, which we can easily turn into another 3-way here. And since we have so much going on in the way of needing the juices of, well, I guess it's oil for the sunflowers, but we have sunflower oil we can make berry juice, we can make coconut, well, we can't make coconut milk because we don't have coconuts, but we could also make mushroom juice, no grape juice yet. I think this needs a name string still, but I think for right now we're just going to leave both of these ones on the sunflower oil, because we do have a storage for it right here. We need to be making more of that so we can make more foodstuffs, and we also need to be growing more sunflowers, period. But these guys right here are going to have quite the job to do before this drought ends in 4.9 days. And I think they can do it, because, you know, most of the materials were already here, and everything should line up pretty nicely. We'll just have to see what they get into. Lag. So, what we're going to do now is try to look for places. I mean, we have so many sunflowers. I think we're just going through them too fast. We need to plant more somewhere. And I don't really know what the best course of action would be. Because we have a lot of cabbages. We did expand this recently. So I don't think we need to plant more cabbages, but I was thinking, I remember somebody leaving a comment saying that we might have made a bad choice by not planting more cabbage than we did. Which, I don't know, could be true, but we have 1,100 of it right now, and we have 524 of the braised cabbage. And I know all this kind of just compounds on itself. Just depends on what you can do and when you can do it. Not always an open and shut thing, but hey, that's Water Beaver mod. It's hard. It's supposed to be hard. That is just the way it goes. And you know what we didn't do? Oh no, actually we have a pass-through lodge here, so I'm not completely stupid, but we didn't pause all the pumps. We got 4 days left. This is about to be like empty. So, yeah, that was a big mistake. I should have done that, and I did not remember to. We paused the upgrades. We already knew that was going to be a thing. See, these are already deprioritized, except these 3 right here. But yeah, there are still people working there. So we're going to need. See, that's gonna cause us some problems. We're either going to need to let water out of here and try. I guess it's really not that big of a deal. It's just going to kill all this rice again after a couple of days, because it will take some time for this to refill if we drain it. But in that same line of thinking, people have been kind of bugging me for a while I say lovingly, to move this dam back to the middle because they don't like how it's flowing over the rice here, especially in bad tides. And while I would love to do that, the problem is this is a too deep building we have right here to hold all this water back. If we go and look at our dams, we don't have the upgrades to build the taller ones. Now, I could research this, and I could just stack right on top of this and just make it too tall. But we also have the problem of having these water pumps back here, and that's not going to fly if we have to rip all of this out. So, unfortunately, the way this is set up right now, we kind of can't without having a lot of problems. Like, seriously, it's going to cause all sorts of issues. But since we're thinking about it, so is this, because this is about to be completely gone. It's going to be a big issue. Going to be, yeah. So, I mean, if we really wanted to, we could just say, all right, we're going to do it. We're just going to rip this out. I'm going to put this primitive dam in place, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to research the primitive dam upgrade that goes with it. I actually don't remember which one this is. Oh, it's that one. Okay. So this is 200 science. It takes us a long time to get science. I could go ahead and unlock this and then just rebuild it here, but I don't think it would be done before the next cycle. I really don't. So while this is something that maybe we should look at fixing, I don't think now's the time. It could be sometime in the future, or as we continue to expand this and we make this higher, that could be addressed then. But as it is now, this is just a big problem, because all the water is going to go away, and the rice is probably going to die again, and the beavers are not going to be able to bathe again, unless they go over here to the tank showers. So, all that to say, I've had this paused forever, and we're just going to have to get on with it. That was just a mistake on my part, and there's not really any way for me to fix it now. So, it is what it is. We will be okay. We will survive. Yep, see, there it goes. There goes all our water. But it says it dies in 5.5 days, so as long as... Oh, that's 4.8. That's 5.1. 4.5. 4.6. 5... Okay. So, I think we're going to have all of the rice die again. Because it's very unlikely that this gets high enough before day 2. Since it is such an ordeal to get over here and clear these blockages. We just don't have the resources right now. It is a mammoth trek to get these guys all the way up here. Or even just, you know, crossing over this way. I don't think it's viable, unfortunately. What we can do to try and fix at least a little bit of our problem here is, now that we have the, we got the Lido and we got the fluid dump unlocked, we can, if we think it's going to be worth it, we can find a spot and then just build one of those things. Again, it'd be a huge waste of resources, but, well, not really if we wanted to keep our rice alive, which I think is a worthy and noble cause. But I couldn't do it if there's rice in the way. I'd have to find a good spot. This clay pit could easily be moved, and I could actually put this, most of this here with only removing one thing of... okay. 6 things of rice, but for the greater good, I believe it would be worth it. Let's try that. Just, you know, just to humor you guys. You know I like to do that. Yeah, see that? Ah, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose a pumpkin. All right, that's illegal. Although the wood burner here, you know what? The wood burner can be more easily moved. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. I will cancel demolishment of that, and we'll get this on the way here. Why do I have a storage for berries here? That doesn't make any sense. Who did that? Spoiler alert, it was me. But if we can get our builders to come down here and remove these rice bits, then big if, we can build this Lido and the fluid dump in time, then we might be okay. Just maybe. Oh, also, I don't see planks. That's going to be a problem. Yeah, they haven't built any of this yet either. Planks. I need to make them make planks expeditiously. That's going to be a huge problem. We got 3 days. We got 3 days to do this. And you're telling me none of this is planks? Oh, I got planks here. Okay. I just don't have... That's for sunflower seeds. That's for logs. Screw press axles. Okay, I do have storage for planks. What are my builders doing? What are they doing? They haven't done any of this. Oh, so it's all... Oh no, this needs 50 planks. How could I have been so careless? Easily, I guess, but... What are these guys doing, man? I mean, I guess I really shouldn't have been focused on this. Because now they're wasting their time over here. But we'll go ahead, take this out of turbo speed first of all, so I don't make a completely stupid mistake. Alright, so that'll get built eventually. It's going to be a lot bigger of a problem if this stuff isn't finished by the time we by the time we have our bad tide come back. Or not bad tide, but yeah. it's yeah. I got nothing. I got nothing, man. This is just bad news. Well, at the very least, I think we can get maybe these little things in. I don't know, man. I think we might have made a colossal mistake. It's absolutely cataclysmic error in judgment. Well, wouldn't be water beavers without that, honestly. My lodging here. Oh, these are already on? Oh, you're dirty and you don't want to work. I get it, I really do, but I'm going to need you to pull it together, bud. That's already there. There's no planks here at all. I have one, but it's not in here. All right, you know what? 18-hour days. We don't have time to be messing around. We have to get this built. We absolutely have to get this built. It's going to be a colossal disaster. Can I check these? I forgot how many options are in this. I mean, I guess I don't really have any, actually, I don't even remember where everything is. Okay, there we go. Good. The cooking house is finished. I was so worried I would not be able to cook. Okay, I'm gonna pause this one first. We absolutely must. We must get... Oh no, they're taking this stuff across the map. That's absolutely what they're doing. That has to be what's going on. Except the planks, because there's a plank storage right here, so I don't know why they would do that. But I know the metal fastener storage is all the way on the other side of the map. So they're doing something, folks. They're trying. Maybe. Well, at least most of the rest of this is here, with the exception of the planks. I don't know what happened to the rest of these. I know we only keep 75% of the pieces of stuff when we separate it, but oh boy, we're gonna be having a good time. Oh, there's 15 right here. What's up with that? No, they gotta grab They gotta grab these things, man. Let's go. It blocked the view anyway. Oh, this makes me so nervous. 1.9 days. The pass-through lodge isn't built yet either. Well, that only needs 2 more planks. I guess that's fine. Only so much we can do. This is what I get for having this be so far away from, well, everything. It is what it is. I just want to know what these people are doing with all this stuff. 1.7 days. We don't have time to mess around, man. Oh, they're building this first? Not with my planks, you're not. Goodbye. You are absolutely not using the planks for this. I vehemently refuse. What's in this rubble pile here? It shouldn't be anything but logs and clay pots and stuff. Oh, this is not filling me with a sense of achievement. Come on, man. Bring in these materials. We got stuff to do. We're going to have problems, man. The entire colony is going to be bad water afflicted if you don't get your butts in gear and... Oh, thank you. If you don't get your butts in gear and build this. At least they got the planks out of here. I got metal fasteners here. I got planks here. We're just, we are in crisis management mode. Let's grab all these pieces. Every last one. I think that's where most of this stuff went. This is going to kill our farm, too, if we don't have that taken care of. We just have 1 day left. 1 day left. And we need 44 planks to magically appear and get put in the factory. Well, at least the screw press is finished. That just leaves the largest hole that we possibly could have still had in here. Oh, man. This, well, I mean, it is very close. It is very close. Do I not have enough tools? Do I not have enough tools? I absolutely don't. Okay. Metal fasteners, I should be okay on. They're gonna make tools right now. Right now. Yeah, I have enough metal fasteners for this. So, oh, this is absolutely just mind-rending. Trying to get these guys to do this. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. I know you have the stuff to do this. I can't get all required materials. Yeah, okay. Cry about it. There's more important things at stake here, man. 0.6 days. 0.6 days. We still have made 0 progress on this. Look, come on. Come on. This is done. Just build it. Although I guess it doesn't matter if this isn't also built. These poor builders, man. Now, I know this guy didn't just take these planks out of here to take them somewhere else. What kind of foolishness did I impart upon everything? Like, how could I have been so stupid doing this? What else would possibly take my planks away? Like, this had more planks in it, and they took them out. How does that make sense? I truthfully do not understand. I really don't. I got so many, like, I can't even have more builders unless I build more housing for them to live in, and then you got more beavers. The eternal problem. And the rice is going to start dying soon. It's all this because I spent so much time trying to figure out how to solve the rice problem. Well, these are dying, so I could replace those with sunflowers, maybe. Give these guys something to do. Oh, I don't want to unpause because it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a problem. Oh, no, man. This is rough. I mean, I shouldn't... Okay, they finished that. Alright. Now get the rest of the material. Nobody's sleeping. Nobody's sleeping. We're working. We're doing it. You picked this. You chose this. Bring me the planks and put them in the factory. It's not hard. Well, we have the metal fasteners at least. Now we have to wait 6 to 8 years for them to bring the rest of these planks up here. Come on, this is like legitimately bad that this has not been fixed yet. And now these beavers are going to be exhausted if I work them too hard. So I guess I'll take that back down to 18. We got up to 14. I mean, there's only so much time before this is going to flow through here and cause a really huge amount of problems. Alright, cycle 19. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. It's going to come up. There's nothing I can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Because I don't have any dirt to build a levee here or anything. We just got to get these guys in here, man. Come on. 18 out of 50. You can do better than that. Get your planks and put them in the factory. 22. 22. Come on. Come on. Do I see 23? No, I do not. I would not be a good auctioneer. Well, this hasn't gone up at least. All right. 26. All right. Somebody's got to have planks. I see 30. Okay. Okay. We're going to see more than 30. It's creeping up slowly. Is it? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Like this should be going up, no? But it's not. It's taunting me. It's waiting for this to be almost done. And then it's going to say, ha, just kidding. And it's going to dump all that garbage in here and we're going to have 10 million infected beavers again. They're going to import beavers just to infect them. That's how bad it's going to be. Like, I know there's planks somewhere. And it doesn't say it doesn't have materials. So I know it's just these guys clowning me. 33. Okay, that's progress. We're working. No one's going home yet. We absolutely have to get this done. Or it's going to be a colossal disaster. Alright, that was 38. 38. Come on. Is this... This hasn't gone up. How? Like, these are all bad water sources up here. Or they're up here. I guess it's, how did that happen? Oh, this, okay, no, it has to be going up. It has to be going up. Like, I'm not just seeing things, right? Oh, no, oh, no, it's actually going up now. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yep, here it comes. It's going to spill over and we're going to have a, we're going to have ourselves a time. Come on, 41. Come on. I know you have to have these planks hiding somewhere. All right, here it comes, folks. We didn't, oh no. We didn't make it in time. And these beavers are going to get infected. And now all these buildings are flooded. Come on. It's not creeped out any further than this, which is good because it hasn't killed our crops yet, but... Oh, the bad water's making its way downtown. It died. Thanks for that. Well, at least not all the rice is dead. And this is pushing out this way. Ah, and it still says 41. Come on, man. 43. Okay. Yep, we already have contaminated beavers. Ooh, I forgot about the pass-through lodge. All right. Oh, God. This is what happens when you don't play water beavers for 2 weeks. You forget. You forget what you did. I had that lodge there as a temporary dam. Well, it's gone now. So hopefully the, hopefully this stops flooding so poorly here. All right, how close are we to this being over? 5 planks? Come on, man. 5 more planks. That's all I'm asking for. Oh, no. Oh, here comes the rest. Here comes the rest. Oh, we're so toast. Yeah, contaminated beavers. Tell me about it. Oh, yes. Finally. Our suffering is at an end. For now. Until it gets high enough to need this second level here. Which we also don't have the stuff for. Oh, guess what? We need planks. Who'd have thunk it? Holy... Okay. I guess this is what I get for having this back up. But it should go down slowly. Yeah, that's fine. We made it work. We saved some of the rice. At least we didn't have to redo all of it. This is oh, this isn't connected yet. Okay, they just haven't finished it. Well, this needs to be making probably not metal blocks, honestly, but that's what it's set for. I think it's okay. I think we're doing fine. The medium cauldrons probably sitting on the ground somewhere. I truthfully do not know where it would be. Like I want to say it's going to be somewhere in here. If it's even going to let me look down that way. No. Okay, well what happened? Okay, we have 3 in storage. It's just somewhere else. That's fine. Alright. Oh my god, this takes 80 planks. Are you serious? Well, at least it's not flooding. We can be thankful for that. Could have been a whole lot worse. So, that's, you know, that only took half an episode to try and get that fixed. Yeah. So, unfortunately, those of you who were practically begging me to fix this, it's not going to happen today. But I do hear your concerns, and I do acknowledge that it has to be fixed. We're just not going to be able to do it for a little bit of time. But that was the main thing I was worried about, was getting that taken care of. So I think we're probably okay for now. We just have to, you know, be diligent about watching the different goings on here. And hopefully the beavers that are contaminated and unwell get cleaned quickly. Not as quickly as if we had the beaver washing machine, which we have to research, and I've been told is really funny, but we're not ready to make it yet. So, looking at my notes, other things that we want to take care of, wanted to move these mushroom things. This isn't really a great spot for them to go, and we're going to need to build over here eventually, but I don't have a great spot for these. Now, we have plenty of space up here, but this is really far away, and we have options to do some other stuff. Another thing that was brought up is that these brambles are growing to kind of fill up this area, and a couple of you said, hey, you should have one of those planification lodges. I almost said logs. We have the lumberjack barn we can build if we really felt like it, but this one works just as fine. And that would help us cut down the trees as well. We just have to have a place for it to go and make sure they can gather all that stuff. So these are empty. So we know that's not a big deal at all to get rid of that. This is actually a great place for this to go. And I will place that right there. Of course, it takes planks that we don't have, but that will allow us to keep these wild brambles in check. And I know we do have these lumberjack flags, but this building makes it a lot easier for them to do the work. If we take a look at the actual description itself, it gives them a bonus working speed, movement speed, and carrying capacity, versus just the flag, not so much. So that's something we can be working on there. Now, the amount of water we have has gone down quite a bit, and that is because, well, partly at least, I've had these water pump upgrades paused, so we're going to turn those back on, get those guys back in there, and we can get these numbers up, hopefully, and everything else seems to be doing pretty well. Yeah, still waiting on a bunch of planks for this. We're still making sunflower seed oil. For some reason, they don't have any screw press axles, but I'm assuming that's because it's nighttime. We can take this off at 20 hours. And they just haven't reloaded it yet. Of course, this one isn't even finished yet, but it's getting there. It's getting pretty close. Once the mechanized kitchen house is going, we can make some good stuff. These, of course, are making fried rice. We have other options. We have cereal bars. That is, I believe, a relatively new recipe to this final update 5 version of the Waterbeavers. Which, by the way, if I didn't show you, I can't remember if I showed this or not. But this is the White Paw Gazette. It's just have fun while I suffer. I love that portrait of the of the White Paw Beaver just absolutely possessed by the bad water. That's art right there, folks. Halfway to the plank goal there. And then, of course, up here we have this thing still needing planks, and that's pretty much all it needs. Tells you the whole story. Now, I got an interesting comment, a request, rather, to see if we could hang a mine off of the side of this cliff. Because if you remember how the primitive mines work, is they look for a cliff face that is 2 blocks high, but it doesn't say... Actually, it does. It says ground only. Alright, so I guess that solves that problem. I thought this would be... I thought it would be a cool idea to do that, but I suppose it's not meant to be. But the request that was made... Well, I don't even have these unlocked either, but the request that was made was to try and build platforms and then stick the mine on top of the platform, which, unfortunately, the way this mod has these set up, you can't build platforms, these overhanging platforms that are more than 1 deep. Unless you have one of these bridge platforms, which is still technically 1 deep. So, unfortunately, that is not going to work. It was a neat idea, though. Like it has the 2 deeps. You gotta have the little ledge to sit it on. But nevertheless, something to think about. I have 700 science. Ladders are 800 science, and we do have some metal, so we could use a couple of them if we found some good strategic locations to employ them. But I'm thinking the most useful place for this to be probably would be right here. In all honesty, those would shave a lot of travel distance. But that would be, I don't know, 7 or 8 of these, and that's a lot of metal. That's a lot of metal that we probably shouldn't use on that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm going to not unpause this yet because it needs 30 planks. But having a Lido here would be a smart idea. Because that's a recreation thing, and it's emergency splash your rice so it doesn't dry out and die kind of building. Man, they still haven't finished this, huh? Well, at least all this stuff is working. And we're doing our thing. Scrap metal we don't have. We're supposed to be making some, or mining some, rather. But, that's a little easier said than done. We have, if we're going to do that, have to have a primitive smelter or 2 or 5. And I don't really have anywhere good to put anything like that. Does everything... Wait, there's a tree here? Okay, that tree's got to go away. But I don't have any way to get down there. That's annoying. Yeah, we're gonna have to get good. There's so much suboptimal placement of stuff. Now, why is this already built? Okay, it's not connected to the pass. All right, I figured it wouldn't let me do that, but you know how it goes. Are they still just waiting on planks? Yeah, that's literally it. It's just planks taking 800 years. Oh well. All right. What else is on my list here? Okay, we tried that, we tried that. Can't quite get to ladders yet. Fixed, for the most part, the industrial area. We addressed the brambles up here, but they haven't finished this yet, because guess what? It needs planks. And I got all these guys doing planks. Ah, it's full of sawdust. Full of sawdust. Did I take these all off of the fast recipe? That's exactly why. That's exactly why. We're going to have to use sawdust. I should have been more careful with that. That's why we didn't have enough planks, as they couldn't make any of them. Even after all this time. Day 7. And I just now figured that out. It's fine. At least now they can keep making planks. Wow, look how fast we made planks as soon as I got rid of the stupid sawdust block. Well, could have been worse. Ken. My dude, what are you doing? Okay, you're exhausted and contaminated, and you're not in beaver jail? The beaver jails are empty, man. Well, there's room. They're not empty, but there is room. You know, you can... Okay, he's gone. Well, I don't know where he went, but hopefully he's found somewhere to go. Alright, so taking a little bit of a high-level look here. The food situation's looking great. We've solved a lot of problems. Obviously, not everything's optimized, but we have over 5,000 food. Water still leaves a little bit to be desired. Although we do have a lot, it's really only about 5 days worth at this point. Maybe 4. So I would love to see this in the 6... Well, that's what the capacity is about 6,000. But we don't have a good pumping infrastructure set up. And really the only upgrades that we can do to this are to have the... there's an aquifer pump. Yeah. So this requires a drill bit and a screw axle. And it requires power. And it consumes gears. So we can pump either good or bad water in whatever fraction 0.16 is. I don't know. Less than a ninth. Or I guess greater than... Math is hard. Jeez. But we'll be able to, if we can build this, and if we can power it, that should help us out a little bit. But this large aquifer pump, we'd have to wait, obviously, a lot later in the playthrough to get. But it pumps out 5 times as much and also consumes 500 HP. But if we had enough power generation, then obviously that wouldn't be an issue. So our only option for getting more water is just to build more water pumps. Which is unfortunate because each of those is a house. So you see why I haven't really expanded the water pumps to that degree yet? It's because it's a huge pain. There's only so much we can do. It makes more sense to consolidate these so you can just keep adding water pump upgrades, because those don't add any capacity housing-wise. Yeah, still no planks here, man. We gotta get more water. Got to. Look at all these lemon trees. Those are looking good. Now, I do have this harvester's office that's gathering the lemons, so we can take what limited water we do have. Well, limited, we have 3,000. We can convert it into lemonade, because it is a net gain of liquid units, because you get the 10 water and the 3 lemons combined to make 13 lemonade. So, if we were more efficient on our lemonade making, then that would probably be a little bit better, but, you know, for now, it's probably okay. They still haven't done this. Still, although they have all the planks, which means soon, TM, we'll be able to make fried rice. Take a look at our recipes here on the mechanized kitchen house. We, I believe, have the ingredients to make vegetable stew, but it does use considerably more water than just the fried rice recipe. The fried rice uses 5 water to make 25 fried rice, whereas vegetable stew uses 7 water to make 10 vegetable stew. That's not really if we're trying to get as much water as we can, that's not really a tenable option for us. But all of this is here, and we're in better shape for it. And we're making more power than we're consuming, which is always a win. Love to see that. Kimchi situation is strong. We've got extra capacity, but we do have 300. And everything is looking good. Now the farmhouse, I saw another comment asking if the farmhouse could be placed on platforms. It is a building that's a levee, so it has to be on top of the ground or another waterproof building. I can't build it on top of something else. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. That's just the way it goes. Can't really do anything about it. I would love to have more space for farming, but these guys are doing a fine job. Yeah, so they're going to use those lotus flowers to make that fried rice for us. And then these nenufars here, we have to figure out something to do with those. And I think, if I remember correctly, see, that's doing... There's one of these buildings has a recipe that uses it. I will have to consult timber trees later when I'm not attempting to figure out other things I can do before we end this episode. That can be a project for next time to figure out what to do with those. That's not really a pressing need at the moment. But considering that we could have had a huge disaster resetting this industrial area, I think we've done reasonably well. Water is increasing, so that's looking good. The biggest problem still is that we somehow have bottlenecks in these very specific things. Oh, this is actually going much faster than I thought it would. That is nice. And for us to be able to get those bramble flowers up here is really going to help us. We're down to 55. That was going to be a big problem. So let's just keep growing green peas because these are really good. I know we have 1,000 of them, but we can use these for a bunch of stuff. We got green peas and then all these sunflowers. We still go through these things like gangbusters, man. We can plant some of these too. In fact, now that these lumberjack flags are no longer needed, we can have ourselves a little bit of a sunflower area here. Man, I want ladders so bad, you have no idea. I want to just put this right here. Nice and easy. But it's one of those things we just kind of have to wait for. We're almost at 800 though. And I'm pretty sure there's some stuff that we really should build before we even think about it. But it is what it is. What I tell you. So I think we're going to want to have some more storage for our foodstuffs here. We got pumpkin chips have kind of crashed, but our food situation's been so good I haven't really been concerned. These need the sunflower oil, and they have a full stash, but it's the mountain salt that seems to be the problem because we had coal, so we need to... I got 22. We need to really... Oh, this was getting mountain salt. What's up with that, then? Is it because the storage is here? Yeah. Probably the problem. I don't have enough good storage spaces. There's just so much that has to get taken care of over here. I'd end up just kind of letting whatever happen because I can't keep up with everything. Well, again, we have tons of food. The water I'm a little bit more concerned with, but where am I going to put more pumps? I don't really have anywhere useful unless I were to reconfigure this whole thing here. And right now this is load bearing. This holds water back. And I know we have this pass-through lodge here, but I don't have a way to get back up the other side. And I'm not really sure. Ribbit. I'm not really sure what we can get away with here. I could and probably should find one of these to take off so we can get rid of all these things up here and then just, you know, build another set of pumps. But I would have to have a way for them to get into them without being real stupid about it. I don't know. There's just so much that we could find ourselves trying to do. I guess, in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to be that big of a deal to just lose a couple of these lotus flowers. I would love to have some more of those, but this is the only range of this large farmhouse, and until we can waterproof it, it's not going to be viable to have another one back here. So, yeah, I got to get these guys moving on this. Clear out some space, pump some more water. It's just what it is. Just what it is. So that unfortunately does mean that more of these lotuses might end up having to go away unless I just move everything back here, which, you know, it would work, but it's a longer distance for these guys to go. And that's going to be a little bit of a pain. All right, we got a drought coming in 3 days. At least this is good. And we still don't have 800 science. See, I really want to make some gravity batteries so we could try to retain some semblance of, you know, being able to do anything. But again, that's science that we don't really have the ability to afford to lose. The good news, though, is that these things, I want to say conduct power, but that's not how it works. These things, you can just kind of put anywhere as long as there's a shaft going into them. They're good. They're happy. So, I guess I could just build them off the side of something. But where's even a good place to, you know, hook these up? I don't think it's like this would work, but it has nowhere to go. So I would have to end up putting platform in here, but then the smokestack blocks it. And that's just really not ideal. And this gravity battery, this one by itself would only last, I don't know, a really, really short time. And our other options for power generation are the engine, which I can't run because I don't have methane. Solar arrays, which I can't run because I don't have these solar cells. But honestly, I got everything else. We used these things in our last playthrough. They worked pretty well. Now, if we wanted to make solar cells, that is made in the factory, and let's just take a look at the recipe here for that. It takes glass, which we don't have. It takes silicon metal ingots, which we don't have. And it takes water, which we do have. But to get these two things, the silicon metal and the glass, we have to have a medium mine to get the quartz. And then we have to have a number of other buildings to get all the everything else like that. We're so far removed from that, it's not viable. We also have the power wheel, which we can send one beaver in to make 5 HP at a time. We can research the large water wheel, which I don't have blueprints for quite yet. Or we can just not. We can just use the regular ones and deal with not having any power, which unfortunately is probably the easiest and best thing for us to do until we get something else figured out. Now, I will, since this is a drought, I will get this Lido built. And we're going to need to make sure, again, that I put in this house, like we did before, and just build this guy right here. And we have 1.8 days left, so I'm pretty sure I can get all the materials. It's just a little bit of a long trek from the rest of everything. Oh, I was going to get this path connected, and now I can. Very good. Forester here can't reach. Irrigation lodge can, but there's no more trees planted. I'm gonna need to keep an eye on this because I cannot have this complete until the drought is basically already happening. Oh, cool! This is working. I will pause this fluid dump, but we will be able to use this to splash our rice, and maybe go like up to here. I'm not exactly sure, but oh, I was gonna plant sunflower seeds there. Oops. It's fine. Oh my god, they already built this? Are you serious? I didn't think it was going to be that fast. Oh, that's such a pain. I'm going to have to delete it again. You idiot, just build a dam. Yeah, but why? I know why. I want to retain as much water as I can because I know they're just going to get longer and longer. All right, well, these two guys are going to be kind of mad when I, tear their house down. But I cannot have that finished yet. I know. What's the definition of insanity? Is trying the same thing multiple times and expecting different results. And yet, here we are. So I guess now we just get to camp out and watch them build this lodge and then hit pause right before it's done. Or else we're going to flood the entire map, and that's no good. That's not what we want. Because I wanted to get a couple more things done before we said goodbye today. But I don't think it's going to happen, because now I got to babysit this thing. Or I guess we could just kind of fly around. As long as I don't click on anything else, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Oh, this is ready. Ish. That's fun. But I can't trust this enough to leave it alone. And I know this last day, I want it to be done. I can tolerate a little bit of flooding if it means we have this full, but if it's too much, it's going to be a huge issue. So now my concern is that the, oh, okay, the logs, I didn't think we were going to make it in time, but they definitely are. Okay, we've got other bits and pieces coming in. 0.8 days left. Loading everything up. We are going to pause this right before it's done. Don't worry. Unless I distract myself, which has been known to occur. And I just need 3 planks. Alright, it's paused. It's paused. Now, I can pause the game so I don't have any further catastrophes occur. Oh, they can't reach this. Okay. This will go here. We'll just run this right the way across. Pump, 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 pump. Here, and then there will be one... Oh, I don't need to remove that. I can just plant on top of it. Okay. And then pump upgrade. Please. Please. It doesn't want to play nice with me here. Alright, do I have to come in from the backside? It's almost there. There we go. Alright, so that's 3 additional pumps. It's something. It counts, and I haven't destroyed any more lotuses. That's got to be worth something, right? Yeah, let's get this hooked up to the doorway here. And we can do the same thing here as well. We just have to make room. And these trees do have to be manually removed. But the rest of these are looking okay. Now, again, I'm hesitant to do too much of this because it's going to add so many additional beavers. But having the extra pumps, come on, man. Let me attach this from the backside. There we go. Having so many additional beavers is not really going to be great, but it is going to help us out considerably in terms of pumping capacity. This is going to be another 6. It could be 7 if these were matched up like this, but it's fine. Not meant to be, and it's not meant to be. But we only had 5 in here before. So if we can slowly start pumping more from behind the dam instead of out here, then we'd have some much better results. Oh, this needs to be in planting mode. It should have been this entire time. So that was my mistake for not fixing that. Anyway, we need to have this ready to unpause to get built right at the end of the workday. Or maybe the next morning, because it is going to continue flowing for a little bit of time. I don't want to mess this up, or we're going to have problems. It's like right now, this water level's pretty low. We might be okay if I just go ahead and finish this before the start of the drought. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It might flood a tiny bit, but they'll make quick work of taking care of the rest of that stuff. Shouldn't have to worry about it too much. But now I'm kind of afraid no one's going to come do it because I Yeah, now they're done. Well, that's a problem because the water's going to stop unless this one right here is going to finish it. Nope, they're just supplying the supplies, which I didn't think it still needed. Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? Every time I see him coming down this path, I get faked out. Alright, somebody come finish this. 9 days! 9 days, 9 days. Come on. Come on. I can't be this stupid. Surely. Surely I cannot be this stupid. Somebody finish this. Thank you. Thank you. Now the water can accumulate. Maybe flood a little bit. And that's probably going to be it. But the good news is this is it's working. I mean, it's 9 days. It's going to be a little bit of a problem, but the water is still here. It's not deep enough over here to really do much of anything. I think that's a sloshback problem. Yeah, the level is just precarious over here. Here it comes back. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really optimistic about this. But before we get too worried about stuff, we'll pause the upgrades. These are already massively wow, these are actually done. Oh, wait, I shouldn't have paused these two. Yeah, we want these guys to work out here. Now, I still have beavers that are unemployed. See, this is a problem that this much water is already gone. Well, not the best return to the water beavers. I gotta admit. I might be able to keep all this stuff revolving or keeping this rice alive, man. I don't know how. I don't know how it got so bad. I guess these water pumps, we can just manually shut these off. But I think the damage has already been done. I don't know that we can really pull back from this and keep all of our water, but we're sure gonna try. I am going to remind you guys right now that I will forget to turn these back on, and by turn them back on I mean fix that limit. So if you would be so kind as to remind me in the comments to do that, to fix that for next time, I would be very appreciative of that. I think these are just about as good as they're going to get. Remember that the upgrades are paused, and that's fine. They're allowed to be paused. And I think I've got all of that. So I can't really get them out of these water pumps, but I can stop the pump from pumping. The nice design feature there. So that's where we're at. It's the start of a 9-day drought. I was stupid about getting this fixed and lost us a whole lot of water. But hey, we have 6,400 food. That's cool. We fixed this. That's cool. Except now there's no power, which is not very cool. And we're gonna run into some issues as a result of that. But everything else is doing okay. I'm gonna swap that back over to the crude saw blades, and hopefully we can take care of all that stuff. But this is gonna have to be where we leave it, folks. It's gonna be a long road toward getting everything really functioning the way it should be. But I am glad we're back with the water beavers and taking care of all this stuff. So Beard Boosters, thank you so much for your support, especially all of the new ones we've gotten as a result of this last week of live streams. Absolutely unbelievable support, and the way of gift memberships. I think there's over, well, I haven't counted up the rest of them, but we could be approaching 700 names. Right, the last time that I made a Water Beavers video, there were 83 active beard boosters, and I just never take anybody off the list. I might have to start taking people off the list because I don't know how many characters I can put in that scrolling thing at the end before it tries to mutiny on me. So that's going to be it. I'm going to hit pause here just so we don't go too far into the next drought day before the next episode comes out. But I just want to let you guys know I'm very, very, very appreciative of all the support. It's made it possible to just enjoy making videos about Timberborn and not have to worry so much about, is this going to do well? Am I going to be able to justify spending so much time doing this when some of the videos are really performing poorly? But hey, now update 6 is out, and I guess everybody and their mom wants to watch Timberborn content again. So we've had a great time, and even some new people watching this series. So I appreciate you guys checking it out. And of course, there's plenty more coming. This series is now on a Thursday-Sunday upload schedule, and the next episode of this will be out on Sunday. But I am going to be away from my computer for the next couple of weeks doing some traveling, visiting family, and taking care of other obligations in that period of time. So it's possible that some days might not have an upload. Don't worry. That's planned. I'm going to do my best to make as many as I can, but you know how it goes. Sometimes you just got to go take care of other stuff. But I appreciate all the support. Whatever it is you're doing with the rest of your day, have a fun and a safe time. And we'll see you back again soon for more Water Beavers. We've got more Update 6 coming tomorrow. And then we have Prison Architect on Saturdays. That's the new day for that one. So we'll see you in the next one, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.